about you, Bigfoot, I hardly think about you. You usually are the last thing on my mind. Till some stupid late night TV show comes on and just makes me laugh.
Hello everybody, I have a wonderful tomahawk steak that we're going to make today, and we're going to do this on an open fire. What we're going to do to start with is we're going to get it seasoned up a little bit. I'm doing this early in the day because these thick steaks like this really like salt and like a rock style of salt. So we're going to show you this. Stay with me for a couple seconds here. It's a beautiful steak. So we're going to cut this open. Golly. Put that right here for right now. Okay, do you see? This fat right here needs to be trimmed a little more. You hear that? It's very hard. So that won't render so well. This, however, will. So we're going to just give this a slight trim. And the dog already knows that there's a piece of fat coming. Let's take this a little bit further down. I think that'll be fine right there. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Look at how beautiful that meat is. Okay. Now, oh, I love this. So I'm going to just put this off to the side for a second, and we'll give it to our dog. But, Himalayan pink salt is what I'm going to use here. Nothing special. It's just that these kind of steaks really love salt. And the reason why you want to salt it now and then cook it a couple hours later, most people will wait overnight, is it will actually help that fat to render. So I'm going to get this off. Get the salt in my hands. And, you know, you really can be quite generous. Don't put a bunch of salt on your fat though, because it will keep it from rendering. I'm going to just a little bit more. Hold on, Sibylla. Get that nice pat. Nice pat. Flip this bad boy over. This is a 3-pound steak. Give it a good pat. So what I want to do is I'm just going to go ahead and, there we go. Get that salt on there. I think I'll put a little bit more up on this part of it. Rub that in. Get it on the side there. Okay. We're just going to let it sit here for a couple hours and give this to the dog. We're going to make some tomatoey macaroni and cheese today too. It's going to be delicious. Well, I hope it is anyway. My good buddy Chewy sent me the, well, Brian and Chewy sent me the recipe that he uses, so I'm going to give that a try. Anytime you have a recipe and you want me to try it, I will do it and give you credit for it also. So that's going to be great. So also, on another note, we are going to focus more on this cooking channel, making some changes and stuff. We will no longer be doing our live podcast. So all of you that did watch and did enjoy and did support us, we thank you so much. I just need to focus on this kind of stuff. Look at her, she just, that thing is destroyed. She's chewed right through it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I've been looking and looking for new toys that are tough like those.
Oh, I love this. This is the best part right here. And look at that beautiful skyline up there.
So cute. Yep.
It's early.
Some M&M's. You can never unpack that. Not you.
Tina.
I can only thank God it was not.
Unpacking and packing, loading,
Still though, you know,
hating.
when you say all week, oh, I can't wait for more candy.
I know, right?
Don't notice.
And that's just all because of them porcupines going around acting like Sasquatch. Crazy.
God,
It's
to
crazy.
get them under control.
It's pandemonium. Real scientists, real movie makers, real filmmakers, documentarians being fooled. Because look, a baby Bigfoot crawling up a tree. No, this is why it's a Bigfoot. It's not a porcupine. Next we're gonna have squirrels acting like they're rabbits. You know, it's crazy.
Would you know too much?
Welcome to the
Was it something
That, you know, for all this
you
music.
could?
We're gonna make some mac and cheese. So, I'm gonna put some noodles in here. We're gonna take this noodles, put it in the pan here. Take this little can of tomato. And you don't want to over tomato it. I mean, you can if you want. It's, you know, some people really love that. I'm gonna mix this up.
It's tomato sauce, right?
Yeah, it's tomato sauce. And it's just gonna give this a tomato. Tomato. Now, what if I said tomato? Okay, so
Tomato,
yeah,
that kind of thing.
I already like the way this smells. Okay, so now I'm gonna get this colander out of the way, and we have Mrs. Barbecue.
This is mozzarella.
We're gonna go with about half of it here.
Yeah, I grated up 8-ounce block, and that was too much for this small amount because I only did half of the box of noodles. And this is the however you
Pre-noodle noodle.
that noodle.
Now we have some pepper jack.
Yes.
I'm gonna add just a little bit more of the pepper jack though, because both of us love this. So.
And again, this was the 8-ounce package, and I grated the whole one. I wanted really cheesy, but then I did the noodles and went, oh, I should have did more noodles.
You remember that commercial years ago where the mouse is
pasta, whatever.
You know, is trying to sell the macaroni and cheese. You say, it ain't easy if it ain't cheesy or whatever.
Yeah.
Mouse on the motorcycle. That was fun. That was good stuff. So we're going to get this mixed up. I want to put it in this pan right here. And this won't take long because the noodles are cooked. So trying to, I'll make this fit. Don't worry, I'll make it fit. I'm telling you what, this already looks to me like you're going to act like Oliver and go, please sir, can I have some more? Okay, look at all that cheese. Oh baby, baby.
It does look delicious.
Already it does. Okay, so we're going to get this kind of mashed in here a little bit. That kind of evened out. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, is this extra sharp or just sharp?
This is extra sharp.
Extra
better.
sharp. We're going to put that around the top, just over the top.
Ooh.
The reason why we do this, not so much of the sharp cheddar or extra sharp or even cheddar, is it's very, very, very oily. But we just don't want that to overwhelm the noodles and stuff. This is going to be a good sticky, stretchy mac and cheese. So,
Yeah, with that mozzarella, it's really going to be.
oh my gosh. So, we got the fire going, and we're about to. Oh my bad. That's how good it looks. We'll get that steak on.
Yes.
And then we're going to, that thing's heavy. Okay, that thing is heavy. I'm real excited about this. Then we're going to get the mac on. And we'll just put some aluminum foil over the top. Just cook it till this stuff melts. It should be a good dinner. I know you're not supposed to have pasta and potatoes, but we've got some leftover little baby potatoes she did last night. I'm going to have a couple. So, eat how you like to eat. Okay, that's the most important thing. So, bring your appetite and let's get this stuff cooked. So now we're Diet Pepsi drinkers.
What happens when you get old?
Speak for
No
yourself.
caffeine, no salt, no, no sugar, no,
No
everything
fun.
you like.
No
None
fun.
of that.
You ready for this big, beautiful tomahawk to go on there?
I am. Let's show everybody. There it is.
Oh, you hear that?
Beautiful.
That is awesome.
So excited.
And I'll give this about 15 minutes or so, and then I will put the mac and cheese on.
Ooh,
Because
yeah.
all that's got to do is melt the cheese. So, and again, anyone who loves macaroni and cheese with hamburger, please give us a thumbs up and let me know in the comments.
You shut
if,
up.
If you love macaroni and cheese with
No.
hamburger, okay?
You be sure and let him know if you don't, because that's some nasty stuff. No.
I love it.
No, mac and cheese and some kielbasa. Yes. Those little mini sausages. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, those are good.
Oh, the little smokies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Little smokies. Thumbs up on those.
But hamburger.
No hamburger.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, no.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk later.
Oh, yeah. Go. Flipping it. Oh, shit. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Then I'm going to move into a little bit more indirect heat as soon as this other side. Is that not gorgeous? We'll go into some indirect. Oh, the beef.
Beautiful.
Oh, the dog is going to be so happy tonight with that big ass bone. Ooh, man, that smells good.
Whew. That is beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it smells so good.
It's just nice to get such a deal like that. I mean, that is literally enough for two people. It's well over 2 inches thick, and
Yeah, just under 3 pounds.
and me and the missus,
We should be fat from
we
this.
will actually share this, and
Probably have leftovers.
I'm going to let her. Yeah, what usually happens though is the next day she'll make something like for breakfast with the leftover beef. So oh my God,
It smells so good.
for $16 for a 3-pound piece of meat, and that bone doesn't weigh a pound, so there's a lot of meat in this. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Beautiful. And then I'm just going to go ahead and move it here let me just go ahead and do this. There we go. Get some flame kissing that. You notice already that fat. Ooh, isn't that nice? So how does this look? Okay, we're going to go a couple. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes.
Oh, look at that. Okay, we'll go for a couple more seconds there, and then we're going to move it to the indirect side of this and let that just cook. We like ours with pink running down the middle. We don't like it, where the blood's just running out and you got a heartbeat to it. Some people do, and I've had it where I don't mind that every now and then, but no, I like the heat and all that stuff. Yeah, there we go. All right, now I'm just going to move this right there. And I'm going to use our fire stick to move a lot of this flame this way. Still going to get a lot of heat from the coals. But if you want a good done, delicious piece of beef, and see that fat is rendering so nice.
Yeah, it is looking nice.
And that's what's causing these little fires underneath it. So every once in a while we'll move it around a little bit more, like, you know, kind of right in here. Just any place where we can keep it from, if you want it to be done without burnt to hell, you don't want flames eating it. You want the flames at the end, and at the end I'm going to show you how to get an excellent sear. Oh, God, all I smell is this wonderful beef. Oh.
So you're grabbing that and using the bone to move it around. What about a fork or
You do not ever, guys, gals, don't ever puncture your meat. Don't ever poke your meat with a fork. And you can make as many jokes out of this as you want, but the most important thing is keeping the juices in. So you want to use, you know, if you got tongs or whatever, then you use those. Like how beautiful that is. And that's what you do. Otherwise, you're letting the juices out. You're really actually going to dry your meat out if you puncture it. Do not puncture it. Use these gloves that she bought me for Christmas. You see barely any kind of melting there, but they don't get hot on your hands. I wouldn't recommend picking up a big old burning log or anything, but I'm able to work around the fires while I'm cooking. These are excellent. And if I knew the brand name right now, I would tell you. It's important. If you want all your juices, then you need to, and look at that fat render, you need to never puncture it. That bone's even looking good.
Beautiful.
Oh.
That is beautiful.
Ah, beef. I smell the beef.
Yeah, look at those markings.
Ooh.
Yes.
And that's got a good enough sear that we're just going to go ahead and cook it. And so I'm going to throw some barbecue sauce on it.
No, you're not. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Barbecue sauce on world-class steak. And trust me, we can't afford this kind of stuff. This just happened to fall on sale at a ridiculously low price, and this is enough to feed 2 people. And a dog, make it very happy. Make a German Shepherd very happy.
Yeah, she's waiting off on the side for that bone. She knows it's over here.
And before we even touch this, it's going to rest. And we're going to take it off and let it rest. Let them juice. It's very important. I have to mention again, resting meat. What resting means is when it's to the temperature you want it to eat, you take it off, and you might want to cover it with a towel or anything like that. Let it rest for 15 minutes, maybe 20. With a brisket, I go 2 hours. 2 hours wrapped in a towel and then put it in an empty cooler. You will be surprised the difference. And so I challenge you to go buy 2 big steaks, cook them the same, but rest one and just eat the other one as soon as it's done. And you'll see a big difference. You will see a huge difference in the one that rested. So just, things to know while you're cooking. So I'm going to get that macaroni and cheese on now. Okay?
Yes.
Look at me doing all this.
Ooh.
You know why? Because I get excited with beef. Okay? Beef is what's for dinner. Now, I've tried this before that, trying to do Sam Elliott. In my own years, I'm like, hey, I'm doing pretty good. And other people are like, we don't sound anything like him. So let's try it again. Let me get the big mustache going.
Oh, my goodness.
Folgers and beef. Can't do it. It's still beef is what's for dinner, though. I just brought it out here and slammed it on the grill like it was nothing.
Yep.
That's the macaroni and cheese right there. I poked a hole in the top. I leave it kind of a dome, kind of with the aluminum foil, and let the steam build up in there too, because you got the tomato sauce in there. So, I can't wait for this.
I really love the stuff cooked over the open fire. It's really different versus the barbecue.
There is a big difference.
Yeah. I mean, I love the barbecue. I love the smoked, but the stuff over the open fire is its own creature. It is so delicious.
Look at all the different ways you can make a hot dog. But what is absolutely the best, really?
No,
You're
over
putting
an
that on
open
a stick.
fire.
You get that thing all blistered up and dark brown or black and all these blisters all over, and it's just it's delicious. Oh my gosh. We're gonna give this steak, I think, maybe 5 minutes more, and then I'm gonna rest it.
Look at that.
Oh, it's just sizzling too. Got my new cutting board that my sweetheart bought for me. It's a nice big one too, so I'll be able to cut the meat without it sliding all over the place on a nice big cutting board.
Been trying to train him
Oh,
to not cut it on the plate.
Every time we do an
What
episode,
the
she goes,
heck?
"How many times I tell you can't cut meat on a plate?" Oh shit, guys! You think this is all Guns N' Roses? Where she's meaner than a rattlesnake with a toothache? That's no joke, man.
Hey, I take my part seriously.
She is. This is barbecue. It's funny as you're hearing shit back there in the woods. That's cool as heck.
Yeah,
I think what I'll do is I will take that.
there's a lot of creepy back there.
It is, and especially when you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work. I remember when we first moved up here, and I came out and I had the flashlight. And we didn't have this set up here or anything like that, so it's like 3:45 in the morning or anything. So I get out and I shine my light, and here's a deer standing 10 feet from me, scared.
He's probably like, "What are you doing here?"
I was like, "What?" Scared the crap out of me. And just stood there and looked at me. Well, yeah, that early in the morning, you know, I'm always thinking about bears and deer and shit like that. So it's it can be spooky. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap that in aluminum foil and just let it sit while the other stuff is cooking. We'll let this steak rest, you know, while that's cooking and all that, and I'll get it wrapped up and keep those juices inside. It's already seared, so normally, if you're cooking and you keep it on my pit's not all that big, but you keep it off to the side where you're basically cooking without direct heat. At the end, you put a little olive oil or whatever kind of oil you like. You can even put butter on it, and just put it right over the flames, right over the hottest coals, and it'll just, and you'll get a real nice sear. So, this is beautiful though. This is
Yeah, it looks perfect.
oh my gosh. It's too bad they don't make vegetable beef soup out of this. You've made soup with some of our finer cuts too.
Yes, I have.
And stew. There's nothing like having a stew with a New York cut steak cut up, you know, or a ribeye. So, yeah, she's a good cook. That's why I let her hang around, you know.
Yeah.
I do the outdoor, she does the indoor. But to be honest with you, when we go camp that shit, they cook right alongside me in the open fire or in an open fire pit. So, yeah, we're pretty well set for all the goodness. So I'm going to let this go for just a few more seconds, and then I'm going to wrap it. So I'm going to get some aluminum foil real quick.
All right. Look at that.
Like Arnold said, I'll be back.
It may look a little burnt, but it is not.
But it's not
just
burnt, really.
beautiful. It is perfect. You get just a tiny bit of the crunch and the wood flavor on the outside, but in the inside is so perfect. So beefy.
Sibylla's being such a good girl.
She's just
She's
waiting.
coming in, laying down. Look at me, Dad. I'm doing really well today.
Look, I am so good.
Say, is that beef out there?
Did you know that's my favorite?
Well, remember that one day where she confused us because she was acting like, you know, that she was a caribou. And,
Caribou.
yeah, it was weird. We're like, what the heck happened to Sibylla? You know, that's that pandemonium stuff with these. Okay, so now we're gonna wrap this. I'm going to take this in the house and I'm going to wrap it. I'm wrapping it here with aluminum foil, but then I'm going to take it in the house and I'm going to put a towel around it. Oh my gosh.
And why do you do the towel?
It just, it's kind of an insulator. You have to excuse me with my, it's like an insulator.
So it holds the heat in.
Yeah, it does. It holds the heat in besides the aluminum foil. Now, you can use butcher paper, too. A lot of people use butcher paper, the pink stuff. I just can't afford it. This, what was this? You bought me that giant roll of heavy-duty aluminum foil, geez, 2 years ago. I'm just now.
Yeah, I think we spent like $20 on it.
Yeah,
if
but it was
that.
like, what, 100 feet or something?
It was
was
I
a
think
lot.
it was more than that.
So I'm going to just go ahead real quick, go in the house, and feel that. Nice and hot. It's very heavy.
Oh, hot.
Okay, so
it is really heavy.
I will be right back. And
Wow.
well, I can't wait to cut this and show you guys. Oh my God. See how the mackin's going? Oh gosh, that's yes.
See.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Is it? Did you see that?
I did. Oh, back there?
Yeah.
No.
Was that a?
Because it's dark.
Was that a Sasquatch? Oh no, it's a porcupine. Jeez.
What?
I hate that.
Oh my goodness.
I hate that when that happens. Okay, we're gonna get this in the house. Oh my God. Take a whiff. Just let smell.
Oh my goodness, that smells so good.
Thank you, Brian and Chewy. Wow.
Putting that in the show.
Surely I have one more. You're so evil. It's got to be. It's got to be out here. Now there's posers and losers and would-be outlaws who only know how to pretend. I love the Bellamy Brothers. They're old as hell, but that's the thing is they're writing this music still, and they're not getting played on the radio anymore. But yet you go on YouTube and you can just enjoy. They're the ones that say, "If I'd said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me?" This is my favorite song they do. Right? Just two people in love. As they promise love, no love song. They grow old together. A wild painted pony cross the highway. If you ever leave, I'm going with you. Now the years twist us like two broken arrows. Ain't that the truth? If you ever leave, I'm going with you. Oh, I'll keep that promise with me till I die.
Oh, nice.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
What, it's February 12th, 13th, 12th?
12th.
And it's beautiful. We tried to get up to our camping spot yesterday.
We had high hopes because it was really nice all week.
Oh my gosh. But we're going to take a little drive tomorrow. So
We're going to find a lower spot because if it's this nice, we should be camping, right?
That's right. No, I agree. I agree 100%.
I mean, I am ready.
God, this is such a beautiful life. We got a $70 camera for $500. So we're really happy with this.
Piss off.
This is a great
See the
camera.
shit I have to put up with?
Yeah, this is a great camera, actually. I tease her. Because she's so mean.
No, I'm actually pretty pleased with this.
No, I love it, actually. It's very easy couldn't figure out that first one we got. You know, like what the thing comes with no instructions of any kind. Even our genius nephew couldn't figure it out, so we had to send that one back.
Yeah, that one was not so great. The other one was, it was okay.
Well, we still have that too. So.
Yeah. And it did make a difference. You know, a lot of that is operator issue because I don't know. I know nothing.
Well, when you have no idea that you're supposed to hit a sound button,
or you know, there's different settings so you can get a better quality of film, that kind of thing. You know.
And how many times were we 15 minutes into a show before we realized we don't have the sound on with that? God. Oh, that was so irritating because you get in this particular state of mind. You're in your entertaining yet you want to inform people of what you're doing, you know, that kind of stuff. You want to entertain, and then your whole bubble gets burst after 15 minutes of, oh, I forgot to turn. And she's done it, and I did it with the other camera.
Yeah, we've both done it.
Jeez, it was get you really, really upset. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Brian and Chewy. And we're going to take a little sample of this tomatoey macaroni and cheese. Okay, so, oh, that, like, oh. You ever heard the word special? Oh my God. I'm going to dig a little deeper in here and give Mrs. a bite. I don't want her to burn her damn mouth. So, here you go, my love. Oh my gosh, that is, ooh.
So, you know.
Wow, that's good.
Wow.
Yes. Wow, thank you, Brian. Wow.
Oh, that's going to go so good with the steak.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so we're going to unwrap this now. This has been resting.
Got the towel wrapped around it
What?
for the insulation.
Kind of 20 minutes kind of has been.
Yeah,
right?
about that.
Oh, see, feel how warm that is. It's still nice and warm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's unwrap it. The dog is going nuts here.
Yes, she's been going crazy.
Oh, look at the juice. Look at the juice. So I'm going to save that inside this aluminum foil here. Look at that juice.
Wow.
And look at the cutting board. Oh, look at how that fat rendered. Okay. Here we go, ladies and germs. I'm going to flip it over so you get to see. Ooh.
Oh, beautiful.
I think what I'm going to do is let's just do that. Oh, look at that.
Wow, that looked like it was butter.
Oh my God. So I got a little bit of that hard fat there, which is the dog will get. Now, look at this. That is so perfect. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay, a lot of juice here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half, and me and the wonderful are going to have, I'm going to try this. I'm going to rub it in this juice. Oh my gosh. Oh God.
Good.
That was heaven. How would you like to try a little piece? Oh my God. And you see, it's not burnt, guys. It's not burnt. Oh my God. Oh. Look at all that juice on this plate. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
I know. We're going to just cut.
I'm in beef heaven.
Look at this. It's so beautiful. Look how the fat inside rendered. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Look at this.
I'm telling you, looking at it doesn't even give you an idea of how juicy and fabulous.
Oh God, look at that. That is so perfect. I want to give you a piece of this one. This is more towards the middle. You see a lot of juice there. I'm going to give you this one. Look at that. It's just juicy as heck. Oh my God. I'm going to have this one. Oh man. And that salt really did it.
That is so melting in your mouth.
God, and the fat is perfect. Oh, is that not unbelievable? Oh, God. So, thank you for joining us for dinner. And, oh, God. It's like going down, and I'm just like, oh. No, really, it's...
Yes, I agree 100%.
If you can find these kinds of things on sale, I'd get them if you're a beef eater. Just looking at this, and the fat is very important in this, the rendering. Do it like I showed you. And or if you have a barbecue, put your coals all on one side and put that beef all on the other side and just let it slow cook. Now I'm gonna cut this out of here because the dog is going crazy. She knows.
Yeah. She's like, wait a minute.
She gets
you
that,
said. Oh my goodness. You don't even know how delicious this is, guys.
Ugh.
I wish I could let you sample it right through the screen.
Oh, jeez.
Because believe me, it is definitely melt in your mouth. Beef, delicious. I don't even think a knife would be required.
No, you don't. No, you don't need it.
It is so tender, so delicious.
And that salt. That salt makes a difference. Use the bigger grain salt, okay? Now I'm gonna cut this off this bone.
Yeah, I think that has made a difference 100%.
For this, so that the dog can have this wonderful bone.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, she says keep cutting. All right, so this would be Sibylla's, and this is ours.
I don't know, I see a lot of goodness there.
You see?
Yep. Is that meat or, yeah.
It's okay. So you get this,
That's
baby.
for Mom.
So let's see how Sibylla likes it. What do you think? What do you think, baby? You want that? Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Jeez. Get rock salt. Get rock salt. Get the kosher, but use the heavier grain type of salt. Don't just use table salt. It's going to make a difference on a quality piece of meat like this with flavor. Thank you for coming along with us on this journey. If you like us, hit the like button and subscribe. Tell your friends. I appreciate everything that you guys have done. We just got an anonymous donation of $100 to fix our canopy, our
Outdoor kitchen.
outdoor kitchen. So I'm grateful to whoever sent that. Thank you so much. Guys, eat good, eat how you want, and we'll check you out later.
Night, guys.
That's all crispy right there.
I love the crispy outside.
Look at that. Oh, God.
That is beautiful.
And this knife is flowing right through it.
Okay, well,
Oh, my gosh. We could make a sandwich if we wanted to.
I wasn't hungry, but now I am, so.
Oh,
let's
look at
have
these.
dinner.
Oh, my God. This is food porn right here, folks.
Alert! Alert!
Bigfoot, nobody loves you. Hell, nobody even likes you. And it is because you are of a lower class. If this is you in your picture, okay, you do look a little bit tough. But I know an old boy from Yakov makes you look like a powder puff. We can fight tonight at my house if you think you're man enough. But $100 says you don't show up.